Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, the final episode of the week. A very entertaining week with lots of volatility. Who can really complain about that? But we're going to talk about it with you guys. Obviously, I mean, yesterday we were down at one point like 14 or 15%. Today, Bitcoin's up over 10%. So, yeah, I mean, lots of two-way back and forth volatility. Are we close to a broader trend, or is this the bottom, right? We're going to discuss all things on today's show. But welcome, guys. I'm Snorlax. You guys also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Tucker and, of course, Max. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about the markets, guys. Yeah, welcome back, guys. Before we can talk about this price action in more depth, obviously kind of what we expect to happen next. Is the market bottomed after a bounce like what we're seeing today? Is this just a short covering rally before we eventually see higher? Where do equity markets fit into this equation, right? Because they've been selling off a little bit here over the last week and a half as well. We're going to talk about it, like I said. But before we can do that, I'm going to ask if you guys could hit the like button for us. And if you're not entertained after the last 2 or 3 days of price action, then quite frankly, I don't know when you ever will be entertained by these markets. I mean, we just had this relentless selling. But if you guys can't hit the like button with this volatility, then I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say. But rest assured, I'm still going to yap like you guys hit the like button. Nevertheless, we're seeing obviously this huge short covering rally right now. Is it enough to put in the bottom? I mean, look, the move that we had yesterday was pretty extreme. And I think what you saw was really related to positioning, right? I mean, we saw D-Vol explode almost straight to 100 within like a single day, right? It was up, I think, like 80% at one point in a single daily candle, which is absolutely insane because Bitcoin volatility has been effectively in a downtrend, a high time frame downtrend for the last 3 or 4 years. They said Bitcoin volatility was dead forever and that we're in a downtrend forever. But all of those guys are pretty much getting wrecked, not just this week, but also on October 10th, man. So you do love to see that. Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. I think at one point, guys, we had like 5,000 or 6,000 coins of open interest added just from Deribit, which should tell you that a lot of this had to do with options players, or at the very least, people who deal in Bitcoin volatility. Is that a sign, and I'm going to ask this question probably a lot on this show, is that a sign of what we could potentially expect from equities if we see volatility rise? I think so, but we haven't seen that, right? And so equities are still just kind of doing that cute little ping pong that they've been doing for the last 4 to 6 months. I have to think we're getting pretty close to a resolution. Did crypto front run a sell-off for equities, and now we're going to see crypto maybe see that like relative strength at a local low? We came pretty deep on Bitcoin though, right? I mean, I think we wicked right to 60K on the Coinbase chart. So I would say, we're at the levels where some people would be expecting a bottom here on Bitcoin. But again, equities have not budged. So that's something that we're going to have to reconcile with on today's show as well. Are we about to see the Mag 7 sell much more aggressively than we have? If it is, what does that mean for BTC? But how are we doing, guys? I don't want to yap for too long in my intro. Obviously, we have a lot to talk about today after what happened yesterday. What's happening today going forward? I feel like the volatility is just kind of beginning. We're in like this new bull market for Bitcoin volatility. Is it too soon to say
that we're in a bull market?
A bull market for Bitcoin volatility?
Ooh, I don't know. Selling off pretty hard there, Tommy.
Well, it went up like,
yeah.
How much in a day?
Are these fade events though?
You would think so. Short vol traders certainly think so.
Certainly. Let's just, not a whole lot of signal, but anyways, yeah. Go back to Bitcoin. I mean, I did not think we were going to come all the way down to 60K. That's for sure. I thought we were going to bottom at like 70 maybe, but the only thing that would give me a little short-term a little short-term hope would be like this. Is this right? Yeah, you'd have to recover the entire weekly candle, unfortunately, for me. Probably gonna keep going down. I mean, I think most likely next outcome after what just happened yesterday is probably this, right? It's probably this, and you're like right here, maybe. You know? Just guessing because this looks so similar to what we just did. Right? Snapshot that in your head. Okay. You know, I mean, it looks identical. It's pretty wild. So yeah, I'm expecting some low vol garbage range if that helps. I'm expecting this to come next, but this is obviously not going to be super fun to trade. I mean, I think you're still short the rip season, right? Like, where would that be? Where would that level be? Right? If this was 60K right here. Hold on, let me just do a little. How big was this bounce? 20% bounce off of 60K. That's what, 12K, 72. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. We're kind of getting there. So yeah, that actually tracks perfectly. I'll be looking for shorts in the 72 to 73K range. I guess that's what I just figured out. But yeah, I think we're gonna get some garbage, man. I think we're gonna get some garbage, and then one of those. So that's my thoughts. I don't know what happened yesterday, though. I think somebody probably low key blew up. Don't know for sure.
Charles Hoskinson did. He blew it for like $3 billion.
Someone blew it for $3 billion.
Yeah, Charles Hoskinson literally went live and was like, "I lost $3 billion."
On what?
Casually.
On ADA?
And he's like, it was incredible to listen to and watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I've lost more money than every single person here listening. You think it's about the money? It's not about the money. It's about here to change the future.
I wish I had $3 billion to lose, honestly.
Yeah. He definitely means on ADA, I'm pretty sure, but yeah. Wow.
Like, we don't care that you lost money on a shit coin that you've already printed Gorillions on that you made up out of thin air.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody feels bad.
He's like billions of dollars in like hard assets. And like, it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
No, I think really, like, I really think what happened yesterday was a result of DVOL exploding. If you look at MicroStrategy, the correlation of the asset with DVOL is kind of like why we're moving the way that we're moving. And their fixed income vehicles like STRK and STRC, you know, they were feigning some pretty big breakdowns yesterday. I mean, I still think they are, especially STRC. Well, I guess they both are, honestly, but I don't know. I like these vehicles that Saylor has been generating so much revenue off of are effectively like just massive short volatility trades. Coinbase has effectively just been like this massive short volatility trade. So it's not a surprise to me that like both were just, neither could catch any sort of bounce for, I mean, especially Coinbase, right? Like Coinbase couldn't catch anything resembling a bounce for weeks on end because of these things, right? They're actively like, these trades that underpin the entire cycle for Bitcoin are blowing up right now.
Yeah, Coinbase looks pretty terrible still, for sure. Nah, I don't even like that. All the trend lines are broken. It's not even. Where do you even draw it? It's fried. Are we bullish at all this year? Given how Q1's gone, I'm gonna think that Q4 is gonna go the same way, and we're gonna get some. It's unfortunately, I guess it's only been a month, but we'll have to see how Q1 ends. But if Q1 continues to be garbage, then I'm going to expect similar to last year, where Q1 and Q4 suck, and Q2 and Q3 you get some upside. But I was hoping Q1 would not go this way again. So
What do you mean by that? I agree with your take, by the way, Tucker. Like, I think the bookends probably will be the same. And in between, at least if Q1 is anything to go off of, we'll probably rally. I don't think the astrology for this year is very good. I actually think it's pretty freaking terrible. Especially this month in April and then in July. I think the astrology is just very unfavorable. But I'm not going to debate somebody about astrology on Market Check, man. That's like my ancestors are looking down on me with shame.
yeah, no, Q1 2025 was not green. This was Q1 25, Q2, Q3, Q4. This is Q1. Yeah. Looks pretty similar. Looks pretty similar.
I think we bought him in October, probably sometime the end of this year.
You think we're just going to go down for the next 10 months?
Yeah, I mean, we'll be getting bounces along the way. Like the bounce we had today is pretty gnarly. Like 10,000, 10K bounce on Bitcoin. I mean, that's pretty substantial. I've been saying that shorts are going to get their faces ripped off the past 2 days. Thought it was going to be a little bit earlier. I mean, the velocity of the move to the downside was, I mean, I didn't even expect this much, but yeah, I mean, put in some form of range here, you know, see some form of structure form. You know, if we, based off of how we're looking, it's just adding more fuel to the fire, honestly, for more downside. Like, I mean, this is a short covering rally. People are going to be chasing longs. Like, I mean, they look at their, you know, watch list and you see, oh my God, XRP's up 20%, Zcash is up 20%, you know, majors are up 10%, Keto's up 40%, right? People are already freaking out. I didn't buy the bottom. I need to chase, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably just going to add fuel to the fire, really.
Yeah, I just I'm gonna be such a broken record over the next few weeks fighting the Mag 7. Such a broken record. But I just think so many of these structures just look like distributive tops, like Nvidia, Meta, Tesla, Amazon. Oracle's already waterfalling. I know the NASDAQ is sitting up at all-time highs, but I mean, how long do I realistically think that's going to continue?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a catch-up trade in Mag 7 to the downside probably, but it's definitely difficult to try to even think about shorting crypto right here. If you weren't already short, it's a dangerous game.
It is.
Like this is really the only level I can think of that I'd want to maybe participate to the short side. But even that's sketch. Yeah. That might be decent though. I might do that. We'll see.
I think Hype is actually setting up to be a pretty good short now that it just hasn't budged.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think you can say this market has bottomed and capitulated until this thing goes. Because it was the same way in the April bottom, honestly. Hyperliquid was resilient for a really long time. And it made you think it was never going to break down. And then it did. And it went I mean, it went down like 70, 75%.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's definitely a trade for hype back into like 20.
You think the lows are safe?
No,
No.
not if we come back down to that region. I mean, the low. If you want this market to be bottomed, the region of where Hyperliquid bottomed is really important contextually speaking. That's the KuCoin chart, isn't it, Tucker?
The KuCoin chart is the best chart for Hyperliquid. I promise you, there is no better chart. It is the oldest.
All the other charts that does not have that flash wick down to the
This on 1010?
yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you going to use? BitGet, MEXC, Binance US? Like what are you?
Something more liquid than KuCoin.
Nah, bro. KuCoin is the GOAT. KuCoin is the best Hyperliquid chart. I promise you.
Are you not a KuCoin respecter, Prometheus?
No, I'm not.
Bro.
I'm not. I mean, contextually speaking, like that low, the area we put in. I mean, on Tucker's chart, obviously the golden pocket, right? You don't want to be encroaching back on it. Also, if you look at a volume profile for the range we kind of set from the listing before we broke out of $32, like that POC is right in that area.
Yeah.
You know, there was some liquidity that we swept between like 24 and 26 at the same time on that move down. So, I mean, for me, you know, yeah, looking at Hyperliquid too, retesting all time, you know, it's all time value area high here.
That's sketch, dude. Look at that, bro. You came back in the range. You're getting smoked at range highs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if this is a 5-minute chart, that's the trade.
Yeah, you deviate. You had a massive distribution and deviated the high.
My goodness.
Too. Oh, easy there.
Wow, that's set up nicer than I thought it would, actually.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, if you showed this chart to anybody who's like a range trader, volume profile trader, I mean, they would tell you this is you're retesting the highs. You failed this breakout. I mean, it's a one-way trade.
I mean, yeah, you want to talk about that goes to -5, whatever. Deviation, bro. I don't know. That's a lot.
Send it to -5, brother.
Yeah.
I'll buy all the hype you have at -5.
They'll pay you to give you hype.
I'd be shocked if you get below kind of like 15, in my opinion, like 12, 15, but it's going to be great buys in the long run.
Oh, man. Can you chart VeChain, please? Tons of utility and usage. This is a 2021 coin.
I think there's going to be a lot of meme coins that look kind of like that chart where they just went down like, 99% or something like that. And they'll pump like 10x from the lows, but not make new all-time highs. Like there's going to be a lot of coins like that this cycle. Fundamental, meme. That's going to be a roadmap right there. A fractal like that. The euthanasia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how is that possible? How do they afford that?
The official blockchain of the UFC. That's incredible.
It just shows you how much money is still in crypto.
Well, they probably bought that partnership, like, right?
Yeah. They've had it for years.
Yeah. Let's see how old Goog is doing. Oh, it's red. What do you know? Look at that. Boom. Bang. You still a meta enjoyer?
Yes, I am. Well,
I feel like,
that's
I
one
feel
way
like
to
this
phrase
is going to
it.
be more stubborn.
I
This
don't
looks-
think so, man. I mean, I think it's just
Yeah.
I think it's LARPing.
I think Google is LARPing, dude. I mean, oh my god. There is so.
I think all these big tech names are gonna come down. It's just you're playing puts on them, and you're not playing far enough out till expiration. You're gonna get theta grinded, man. You are gonna.
I mean,
That's why I always advocate that, like, it's better to be just a little bit late to the equity shorts than to be early. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just wait until I think like we're gonna go start moving down tomorrow, and then I take the trade rather than like, oh, I see the short setup, let me get in now, because dude, they could hold this shit up for so long. I've seen them do it 1,000 times.
Yeah, but it's time now to rip them down, Max.
I'll see
Well,
you.
then enter your puts. Absolutely.
I'll see you at
I'm just
2.
saying, like, crypto has nothing. It doesn't take long for crypto to roll over. You know,
No.
crypto starts to look bad. It is everybody panic. You know, all at once. When equities start to look bad, it can take a little while. You know.
Yeah. It takes a really long time for equities, but I mean, it's like you said, when they go, they go. And last April was a pretty good example of that. Just grinding, trend breaks, and then it's pretty much straight down. I think that makes sense. You know, when we talk about like equity market positioning, I think that level is going to be 6,700 on the S&P, where you start to see things really accelerate. And I think that level on the VIX is going to be about 25. But I also think if we break that level on the VIX in the same way that with DVOL, we just saw it like rip into this uncontrolled uptrend, it's going to be the same way for equities.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm looking for on Google, man.
Didn't you buy 220s?
210s, I think they were. But I got time. I got plenty of time on them.
I got time, bro.
I got time, bro. I got time. They can hold it up. I don't care. I'll be patient. But yeah, I mean we come into 250 in the next month or so. I mean, they're going to be up a lot. But this is the ultimate. I mean, this move is just unbelievable. It's going to get unwound. There's no way. There's simply no way. I don't know. Did this look the same? Kind of.
You know what that structure looks like actually on Google back there that you're just looking at?
Yeah, what?
It looks like Palantir.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have like the super thin move up, kind of chop range at the highs, and then it just collapses in.
You talking about Meta?
No. Well,
I mean,
because I think Meta looks like the topping structure looks very similar to Hood.
Yeah.
SoFi, bro. SoFi is dying.
They all look pretty similar.
All I know is for crypto, you don't want to be chasing the green today. Like, nice squeeze. I love it. But, like, do not get caught chasing a short covering rally.
Yep.
Because, like, a lot of people were coming out of the woodworks, you know, yesterday, day before, finally getting bearish, you know. And this is where you start taking profits on shorts, you know, not where you start entering new shorts and no. It's where you be patient.
Yeah. If you're short over the past 2 weeks, you've probably made good money. Hopefully you took profits along the way. And now you wait for structure, you wait for price to show you the next step. Right?
Damn, I bet filled that gap. That one you mentioned, Max, at 36.
Yep.
But it's got another one right here.
It's got a lot.
It's got a lot of gaps. Let me go daily because that's better, honestly. Yeah, 1, 2.
Pretty generous of Sol to give you this retest.
Oh, Sol.
Yeah.
Retest at $86, bro.
Sol's just gonna
Yeah.
be that Bitcoin, man, where it's like it rips down so much more than you can even imagine on these down days. Like it was almost, I think it was trading at what, like it was trading below $70 yesterday, which is insane to think about.
Mhm.
And then it's going to give you some of the biggest rips on these squeeze days. The ETH is up more than Sol though, so. Do you think Tom Lee is feeling a little bit better today?
I think he is looking at himself in his bathroom mirror, like afraid to check his phone, just being like, put on a strong face, Tom. You can do this. Like, you can take the heat. But that's what you get for believing in ETH, man. Like we learned that lesson a couple years ago. You'll learn.
Imagine that. I mean, Sol ETH's still holding though.
Oh no, Sailor's bull posting, boys.
Well, I mean,
You
he
think
does
the
that
buyer
every day.
today is Taylor?
Oh my goodness.
It's just AI slop, man. Don't worry about it. Oh man, Sol ETH. Oof.
I can't tell
FTX
if it's gonna hold or not.
FTX bottom fractal or Nuketown.
Sol BTC is gonna rip down, I think, from here.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Man. I'll be honest, guys. I kind of think the VIX is just going to keep grinding up until we actually break 25.
Till we break 25.
Yeah, till we break 25. And then I think when they get it over 25, like actual acceptance, it's going to be very difficult for them to get it below it.
You know what's crazy is in the course of 24 hours, on Bitcoin, we entered into the summer range of 24's value area high, deviated all the way down to the lows from 70K to 60K. And then within that same span of time, deviated all the way back up to the value area high at 70K. I mean, that's nuts. That's nutso price action.
Yeah.
It really is for what Bitcoin is now. You do. I mean, I at least love to see it, right? Like that we're breaking the institutionalized Bitcoin. It's still Bitcoin. You know, it's still Bitcoin. What they've done to Bitcoin volatility this cycle, I'll keep saying it makes me sick. That's the real bear market, man. It's not even the crypto prices. It's like, can I trade Bitcoin and make money? That's what these small caps have had. It's not just the upside, in my opinion. It's like, all right, well, are you trading within a 5K range for 2 or 3 months? Or are you actively, like when you have these trend days, how much opportunity can you make money?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said before, I don't really care which direction we go. I just want volatility. So like I love this, you know. I think after a move like we had yesterday, like this was a 3, 4, 5 standard deviation type of sell off in crypto. I think you can expect some crazy squeezes that feel like the move is going to continue or bounce really hard, but I feel like usually after a move like that, you base out for at least a few weeks before you start to continue. But volatility begets volatility. Like there will be more. It's just, I think you need to kind of pick your spots carefully here because there is so much volatility. And even like today, Bitcoin's up what, like 10%? It's at sub 70K. You know, it's like, you know,
Man, I'm asking myself if we're going to get like a little period of Volmageddon for Bitcoin because we've just like totally unpinned Vol. And I have to imagine there are some big players that just got smoked that can't suppress Vol anymore. Are we just going to get like this very big ping pong on Bitcoin? Oh, so you survived the Bitcoin. You survived October 10th. You survived the ranges, but you accidentally got carved out in Bitcoin Volmageddon. Just another thing.
Any VVIX signal, Tommy?
Nah,
not really.
I think it's consolidating for a move higher, but like it's only going to go when it is really ready to go. I still think that's coming realistically within the next few months. Probably March, if I had to guess.
69.8. I mean, there's just no way it bottomed, right?
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, it's, I mean, you broke a multi-year trend. Tommy, we've been talking about that, you know. It's a yearly break of trend. It says this isn't like a weekly trend break or, you know, daily, or it is a multi-year trend break. And for it to bottom in the course of 2 months, right? I mean, that's just not, it's just not how markets function, right? You know, you need to stabilize price. And right now it's not been stabilized. Like we got to bounce, sure. But like Max is talking about, and if you go and you look at like the dynamics of what's occurring, I mean, it's just all shorts closing. Like nobody's actually, like there are a few buyers, but it's not like, it's nothing meaningful, right? So, I mean, that doesn't, like that shouldn't signal anything. If you look at the volume profile at the 2022 and 2023 lows, like there is so much volume being transacted down there at the lows in the bear market where it was like screaming to you, okay, like we're, you know, we should be bottomed. As of right now, it's just like people are just blowing up, you know?
Look at that volume profile. Holy shit.
Yeah. I think the timeline was pretty telling yesterday with like people crashing out. Like some dude posted like, I just had like a panic attack at my son's birthday party and broke the big screen, and my wife had to take the children. My wife had to take the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was copy pasta. But you know, I mean, there was like people posting about like losing, you know, all their earnings they've made over the past 4 years, and you know, people quitting and all this. I mean, it was pretty telling yesterday. It's like, all right, we're probably going to bounce here.
I really enjoyed listening to David Levinson yesterday.
David's a character, man.
Yeah, that's an understatement. It's just like half of your net worth gone in 3 months.
Boom, in a microsecond.
Whoosh.
Yeah, bro. Do we want to talk about what Dan Pena said? That was
You
pretty
mean
wild.
as far as who actually made Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you knew, you would run.
No, we
Oh.
probably shouldn't
Probably
for
should.
the sake of our industry.
Yeah.
In a microsecond.
Boom.
What do you guys think about BNB?
400.
Why so bullish?
I know what you
400.
think about it, Tommy.
Tucker's drawing spider webs.
Yeah.
Nuked through my spider webs.
We nuked through this one.
I just look at all those lows. I mean, you took out a few over the past, or yesterday rather. And those just don't look like healthy lows, in my opinion.
If we bottom out of that structure, I will publicly apologize to CZ on Market Check Live. On my hands and knees, apologize to CZ for every bad thing I've ever said about him. There's no way we bottom out of the structure.
Yeah, but he's the king of crime, brother. He didn't let BNB break down from its bull market range last cycle.
He will study cycle lows.
All right. Hold him accountable.
I clip this, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if we see like another shoulder form here, for one. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if we range the next few weeks. But it's going much lower, man. People have been accusing Binance of like capitulating because they might be insolvent. I don't think Binance is insolvent. I think that's kind of a ridiculous assumption still, personally. Maybe I should be a little bit more skeptical about CZ and Binance, but I'm not. I kind of think they're just dunking on burgers right now.
Dunking on burgers.
Yes, sir. ETH looks rough though too.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, the S&P looks terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. They're giving you the little rounded. They're giving you this.
You will buy the multi-month distributive top and like it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I kind of feel like the way that this is all shaped up, we're just gonna get some like the only proper response to the volatility trade breaking is we're probably gonna have like Volmageddon for the next few months. So if you're a perp trader, you're probably like if you're just over levering, you're not gonna survive the next few months. That will be my bold prediction right now.
Can you imagine trading the S&P doing this? What the? It has to be, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Look at that. That's brutal. That's not good.
Hmm.
Once that, go to the weekly, Tucker. Once that weekly RSI creeps closer to 50 is when things. That's why, I mean, it can take a little bit of time.
I
Like
mean,
if you just mark out on your chart every time weekly breaks like 55 or 50 for RSI, that's typically when things get nasty.
yeah.
That's what I mean when I say like it can just take a little time. Like the setup is there, it just can take a little time.
Nope, I was muted. Also, the 21 day is pretty good as well.
What, moving average?
Yeah, whenever you get below that, that's a pretty good signal.
Oh yeah, wait, we need to check in on Bitcoin's moving averages.
Oh, it is beyond cooked.
Need this one. Okay. Weekly. Yeah, look at this. Bear market speed run.
Is that the 200 and the 300 you put on there?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost there. Damn near almost there. I don't think you're going to bottom before you get in here, though. For long term.
It's going to take time, and I think that's where people are. What people are not taking into account. They think that they need to, like on any massive capitulation, buy, right? And I mean, that makes sense if you have like the systemic event, like a black swan, a COVID, whatever, maybe. But if it's just a structural sell-off, like there's no reason to be getting too excited. Like you will have plenty of opportunity to be buying your favorite, poop coin 3.0 at, whatever price it may be bottoming out at,
You don't see the vision like I do, Prometheus.
Oh, no, I think people are getting, and you're going to see, we're already seeing it on the timeline. Like people are like, man, I sniped the lows at 60K, man, generational bottom. I did it. And they like pin it to their profile, and they're like, I bought XRP at $1.25, generational buy, generational buy. And then you like look at the chart and you're like, where is that thing bottoming out? Like you'll have opportunity to scoop the lows. If you missed it, it'll come back. It's not going to be like a one-time opportunity thing.
Man, I'm starting to prospect some pretty obscene things.
Pretty obscene thing.
Talking about just like these movements in price, man. I just think like we're gonna see some crazy price action for the next few months on crypto, and it's gonna be great. Like if you can just keep playing, like I'm imagining like a downsloping megaphone, basically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can picture it. How does Bitcoin Nasdaq look or Bitcoin SPX?
Don't look at ETH Nasdaq. I know that.
Oh man, I wonder what this was.
I think that was probably us comparing it to like Bitcoin Silver and being like, it's right here.
Yeah. Bitcoin QQQ. IV for no matter. Probably ends up bottoming out because QQQ sells.
Damn, dude, Russell up 3. Oh my goodness. Kind of looks good. I'm not gonna lie.
IWM.
Yeah.
Why does it look better than QQQ and the S&P?
Because we're early cycle, brother. Rate cuts and QE, man. It's the beginning of the cycle, not the end. If that is true,
Yeah.
crypto is so cheap. What does ETH IWM look like?
ETH IWM. That's one
Yeah.
I.
Because we know that typically when IWM performs well, like ETH comes shortly after. So yeah, that looks super good. So just so good. It just looks so amazing. Looks so bullish.
You keep waiting for Vitalik to do something, and he just doesn't.
He just won't do it.
He won't do what's necessary.
Yeah. Literally. He won't do what needs to be done.
Dude, the weekly candle on stablecoin dominance is kind of nuts.
Holy shit. Has anyone looked at this?
No, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know if you can really call official
Yeah,
bottom
you
until those
can.
highs get taken, right?
Yeah.
Like no way that gets left, right? There's no way.
If you look at last cycle too, on May 9th of 22, we had a very similar looking candle, and it actually led to continuation. If you zoom in before the first top that we kind of made there, there's a weekly candle that looks very similar to the one we have right now.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we can do it. We can have a little fun. There you go.
Yeah. Why not?
It looks so similar. One thing I know for sure is it will not be the same, but my
No.
goodness, it looks close right now. But every
Mhm.
time a fractal becomes like way too obvious, it just does not happen.
Dude, I don't know though. The 2022 thing played out pretty damn well.
Well, I think we could take out that high. I just don't think it's going to take like a
I mean,
year.
This played out perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, to a T. That's insane. That's ridiculous. I can't believe that actually worked.
Burry tweeted about it yesterday, so it can't play out
Mhm.
exactly.
Now it's
Yeah.
done. Yeah, now it's done.
Well, I talked about that notion, like people wanting to be like, oh, it's too similar, it can't happen, right? And I mean, Price is just telling you like, this is like a failed breakout of a 2-month range, and you accept it back within, and you have terrible lows, and now you're just going to take out the lows. Like it's all it was, you know. It's all it was. I don't think you get a V-shaped recovery here, if I'm being honest.
I'd
Still
be
gotta,
shocked.
yeah, still got to ask yourself, who is the buyer? Who is the buyer right now? You just had, I mean, over the past 2 weeks, majority of retail participants probably lose like 50 to 60% of their net worth, right?
There you go. I mean, this is next, regardless. This little garbage chop is next.
Yeah, I talked to you about that yesterday, Tucker. I was like, after this is done, it's going to be like a month or two of just hideous, no volatility price action.
Yeah, you did that.
Well, it'll be hideous, all right.
Well, I mean,
think
you know when
I
this
think
is
it's going to be hideous for different reasons.
yeah. Well, I mean, you just know like once the selling is finally done and the order books are just cleared out on both sides, it's going to be like a zero volatility sideways just chop fest that I'm not really looking forward to trading.
I think, you're just going to need to kind of treat it like a range. Like a down sloping megaphone is kind of how I'm envisioning price action unfolding from here on Bitcoin.
Come on, Google. It's time. See you later. I'll see you at 250.
I said this on the morning call, but I think that like a lot of people are going to miss what is maybe a layup trade shorting the Mag 7. I don't want to say that with like too much fervor, but I really am starting to feel that way because they're hopeful Bitcoin's going to bottom here.
There's your layup, man. Hopefully. Oh, it's done, bro. It's literally done. If it gives one more pop, if this is like a little bottom right here at 45 RSI, and it gives like this, oh my God, I'm smacking.
I think this is just garbage Friday rebalancing price action, honestly.
I'm smacking that so hard if it bounces.
Because I mean, we all see it. Like we all see volatility trending higher. We all see like momentum oscillators waning. We see like indices look like they want to roll over and die. Like structurally, tech is collapsing in on itself. It's just a matter of time. Like it's just, I mean, it's a pressure cooker. That's all it is. Just a pressure cooker, And if the lid wants to pop now, like, I mean, we saw a little bit of pop obviously over the past few weeks in crypto, but like the rest of it, whether it pops next week or the week after, or, towards the end of Feb, it's only a matter of time.
XRP final. Go from 112 to 150. Oh my God. Yeah, that's
I guarantee you the open interest is still up only on Huobi.
check it.
Yep. What are you doing, Justin, son?
Oh, it's all
What's
Justin
Trump doing today?
Yeah. It's just Justin playing around.
I think a short is setting up here.
Drivers in disbelief.
I think a short is setting up on Tron. I think I'd rather hit an underside retest of the current level, though.
With XRP and Waymo, it's not looking good for Uber drivers. Oh man.
Uber is going to be a zero here in the future, by the way. Same with Lyft.
You think so?
Nah, they'll pivot, bro. They'll pivot.
No, they can't compete.
With
They
what?
simply can't compete. Automated driving.
You really think automated driving is that good right
it's
now?
it's going to crush. It's exponentially getting better.
No, I know what I'm saying. I think if Uber and Lyft wanted to get on the same level as current automated driving, they could do it pretty quickly because
No way.
it's not good yet.
No way. And the reason why I think you don't wait until it's already good is because the trade's going to already played out.
The what?
The reason why I think you short now versus wait is because if you wait until quote unquote, automated driving is already, like impeccably, like it's already really good. Like it's already really, really good. And I actually think like 99% of people should not be able to drive.
99% of people shouldn't get a driver's license.
Yeah, I mean, dead serious, right?
I mean, let me just comment on that quick. If you've ever been to like Naples, Florida, oh my goodness. You have to assume walking on the sidewalk that every car that drives
It's
by
gonna
you
hit you.
is being driven by a senile old person who is hammered drunk. You
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Like they could swerve off the road and hit you and not even know. The amount of crosswalks I've been on where like I'll be about to like cross the street and some old person will be looking right at me and just start driving like I'm invisible, I think you should have to, once you get over the age of like 55 or 60, you should have to take a driver's test every single year. Every
yes,
year.
I agree.
Not
I mean-
important, but anyways, back to you, Prometheus.
Appreciate it. And I agree. But you reduce like traffic and congestion and because 90% of the time rush hour is just like people being dumb. Like if everybody just drove the same speed and moved along and the cars could talk to themselves, right? And they're driving themselves, there would be no rush hour traffic, right? There would literally be no rush hour traffic. And so I think that's the future. And the reason why I think Uber and Lyft are an absolute zero is because eventually that automation is going to get so good to where everybody's using Waymos and self-driving cars, and they can completely cut out the Uber driver, right? And that's like a big, I mean that's like huge, right? Where like Uber, in my opinion, is not going to have access to automation like Tesla does right now. Like Tesla is so much more scalability from an automation standpoint versus like an Uber or a Lyft. And that's a big transition for a company like that to make, right? Where they go from having people using their own cars and people putting in their driver license credentials in to now having to buy these self-driving cars. That's a lot of capex that needs to happen, right? And how much of their balance sheet can actually support that. And once the cars get to the point where they're really, really, really good, like I just talked about, this trade's already going to have played out, right? And it's not going to be worth the short. And so I think it's kind of one of those things where you get in front of it.
When is Jackus back? Is he back tomorrow or Monday?
It was Friday, so
Well,
shit, yeah.
dude, you want to hear something kind of funny that happened to me this morning?
Uh,
All of yesterday, I literally thought yesterday was Friday. Like, I didn't even look. I was so locked in. I woke up this morning, and what I do every Saturday is like, I see my kid first thing in the morning. We hang out, and he's like, Dad, come downstairs. I'm like, I'll be right down, buddy. I go into the closet. I put my robe on. Just got a robe. I'm not getting dressed. It's Saturday, right? I check my phone, and I see a message from Z, and it's like, hey, are you making a video today? My first thought was, dude, it's Saturday. Why would I be making a video today? Why would you even ask me that? It's Saturday. And I checked my calendar, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's Friday. I literally went all yesterday thinking it was Friday.
man.
That's never happened to me before.
No, it's happened to me before at some point.
It's a great feeling, though.
It is yeah.
Well,
Usually
I
it's
had
like-
some work I wanted to do, and I never get to like really grind on the weekends because I'm kind of dad mode. So I was kind of excited I get to be in the office today and finish what I wanted. But yeah, it was weird just like standing in the bathroom in my robe, getting ready to go down for breakfast and like hit my Saturday hard, to just be met with like, I'm an idiot. Like, I am literally just standing here, need to get to work. And I didn't even know what day it was. That's crazy. I think yesterday felt like a Friday with like the selling and like the action. I was like, no way this continues. This has to be the end.
Yeah.
The end of the week, the end of the price action. I don't know.
Max was just like, I'm checking out for the week.
Like, what if I hadn't seen that message from Z? It would have been like 11 a.m. and you guys would have been like, where are you, bro? And I would have been like, at home. Where are you? Like, what are you doing? I don't know. Long week. Yeah, Z's in the comments. Thank you, Z, for sending me that message. And no, I don't think I'm going to make a video today, Z. I got other stuff to do, and I don't know. They can wait till Monday. I'm on Market Check every day.
This is real.
That
They did
is-
it again.
I should have known. I should have known.
They did. They do it every Thursday. I have to make my video with deep red price action every week. But if you'd ask me how I'd prefer it, that would probably be it. I saw a tweet actually this week of where the biggest sell off of the week typically happens between Tuesday through Thursday, and like Mondays and Fridays for equities, they usually go up.
Well, are they going up today? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, beta is definitely bouncing today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say this because I can't help myself. Truly, I can't help myself. Those who do not believe in the Boys Club resurrection will not make it. It is so clear to me that through all of this turmoil, the trade is still alive. Absolutely. Absolutely, it is so alive. Every time we get a modicum of a bounce, they lead everything. So reflexive. Deep on-chain liquidity. These are going to be the lowest hanging fruit, the easiest opportunity under bullish conditions to run it back in a big way. Yes, I know they're withered and beaten down. The trade is still so alive, man. Like every time we get a crazy sell, it's just reaffirmed. Like you can go find plenty of on-chain projects that just simply do not survive any pullbacks. And every pullback, they basically just get pummeled harder and harder and harder until they're just completely dead. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Same scam speech every time. Dude, then fade it. Then don't take it. Don't take it. But it's my show. I can say what I want. Bucko.
Buck.
It's not a scam, bro. Trust me, I'm down more than you and everybody else combined. Trust me. Here's the thing. I could put myself in a position where I wouldn't have to pay taxes for like 5 years. I'm down that much money. If I just sold my whole bag and took the loss right now, I literally would have to pay taxes for the next 5 years. The loss would be that big. I'm in so deep. I'm just saying, objectively, looking at these tickers, we're gonna run it back. If ETH can do anything out of this gully, ooh, Bakito. I like that. I'm gonna start using that one, Bakito.
Anybody else a little tempted to rip some crypto shorts here?
Yes. But I'm trying to resist.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think towards the end of the day or like Monday, like we'll see what happens this weekend. This is the kind of scam bounce. Like we're bouncing to form our new range high is what we're doing right now. Like the range high will be set on this bounce of this local consolidation. So yeah, you're not even a full bucko. You're a Bakito.
What do you think about hype? I mean, look at this volume profile, dude.
I don't really trust it, honestly. I don't really know where it, like officially would bottom, but I just know there's going to be at least another scare on it.
I mean, you came back into your range. You got back to value area high. Like,
Dude, do me a favor. Open a chart to the right of this one and put Pepe on there. Go to the same time frame. Go to the 1 day. And just zoom in on that structure right there. Pepe had the same kind of squeeze.
yeah, Pepe had it earlier though.
I don't believe that if there's crypto and equity market weakness, you can find safe haven in any altcoin. I've never seen it before. I don't care what the narrative has been. I don't care what the buybacks look like.
Yeah, I mean, it's like is hype like right in here?
And I don't know if it needs to make a new low or maybe it does. I don't have a super firm opinion. It just majors are weak. Chart here's what we should do. Chart. I'm hearing an echo. I think it's from you, Tucker. Chart hype against BTC.
Okay. Wait. Where's mine?
You could just even close the Pepe chart. You don't even need to keep it up. But like,
I know they moved a button on me.
like I think that right there is predatory. That sweep.
Mm-hmm.
I think if there was a risky short to take with the potential biggest payout, it's going to be this chart firing straight back down to the point of origin of that move.
Yeah,
It's
I think
tough
so.
to short the strongest horse, right? But it's like shorting something like Nvidia. If it pukes, oh, she's going to puke, you know?
Oh, she's gonna puke, all right.
Are you short hype, Tommy, or prospecting?
Yeah, I started a twop at the beginning of the show.
Started a twop at the beginning. Let's see. Can we see your twop? Oh
No.
yeah. Yeah, he's twapping it down.
Yeah, it's just me.
He's an
I'm not.
jihadist, man. That's what he is. Don't shake your head. You are an ass side jihadist. You should wear that
I'm
proudly.
not a jihadist.
What'd you say?
I am.
Yeah, you
I
are.
can't deny the allegations.
Yeah. What they say about me is true.
What does Sui look like?
Do you really want
Probably terrible.
I'm sure it's scam back up though, man. It's Sui. Oh yeah.
Wow, look at that candle.
I actually had this reversion in my my Delulu lines.
My Delulu lines. Cass. Oh no. Are you sure, Max?
Yep.
Sure? What's
I
your
am
level
sure.
of certainty?
I am sure. I'm not ready yet, but I am sure. That time is coming. It will be epic.
Yeah, man, I might have to short Sui here. Just because I hate the coin. I know
What is it
somewhere
even-
Chef Jack is just smiling down on me. Nobody hates Sui more than Jack is. Fun
Sure.
fact.
He does hate it.
I love it, man. You got to have just like an irrational hate in your heart for one coin.
Dude, Hyperliquid's flat on the day is that is telling you something.
What's it
Yeah.
telling you?
That this is just a garbage bounce. People are going to call bottom, and it's not going to be.
Shorts.
At minimum, we're going to range. Like, this is probably, we're probably setting in a range high right now, if you were to ask me. On like most everything. And we'll probably be ranging in between the lows that we put in over the last night and then the range highs that we're going to put in probably today or over the weekend.
What does like Hood look like today? It must be bouncing, right?
Oh, it's got to be up like 10% today.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, if you were shorting that yesterday, you are.
Hmm.
I'm not going to say it, but you are. You might be mentally challenged. I mean, Hood was like straight down in a straight line for like 30%. It was like Coinbase.
Mhm.
Speaking of Coinbase, let's look at her. Such a shame it's below that trend line, huh? Such a shame.
Such a shame. I mean, it's
That's
below,
such a shame.
below every possible trend line you could draw.
That's such a shame.
The Delulu lines had the bounce. They set up to 170. So this is the only short I covered a chunk of yesterday.
That's such a shame.
I know.
Such
Such a
poor,
shame.
poor Coinbase. What does a Hood coin pair look like? Remember a while ago we were looking at this. Like 2 years ago we were focused on this, saying that Hood would outperform, and it did. How does this thing look? Still bullish.
Oh my God.
I wonder if this will
Wow.
present a short at some point, like if some legacy trend is forming on it. Do you guys
Maybe.
remember talking about this like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Down here.
Where did I?
71. We're getting in that zone, boys. We are getting in the zone. Just a little bit more. bit more. Not even worth it at this point, honestly. It's just going to do this.
I think 72 is going to be tough to break for Bitcoin.
I agree.
But if you break 72, then you can squeeze, in theory, like you could retrace the whole dump pretty much. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Does that mean all-time high? Yes. I think that's probably a good spot to wrap the show up, wrap the week up. Quite a week. Lots of volatility. We hope you guys made some money. If you didn't, I don't think there's going to be any shortage of opportunities realistically over the next few weeks and months. But rest assured, we'll be here to cover it with you guys here on Market Check going forward. A reminder that we are hosting this show throughout the week on days where the New York Stock Exchange is open. We are live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and our typical start time is around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll catch you guys again next week on Monday. We'll see what this market has in store for us as we get deeper into Q1 of 2026. But also make sure to wrap up your day with Market Talk, hosted by the legendary King Wabi, and through the Because Bitcoin account on X. So if you want to tune into those spaces, wrap up your day with Wabi and a variety of other great speakers, make sure to tune in later this afternoon as well as throughout the week so you can be notified, or rather make sure to stay subscribed to Because Bitcoin on X so you can be notified when we start those spaces. But our typical start time is around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's all from us this week, guys. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to the rest of the quarter. Like I said, we'll be here to cover all the ups and downs with you all. But until Monday, have a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend, and of course, stay safe, guys.